Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to today's live stream session. Last week we discussed about inventory, and today too we will move forward with on inventory. And today we are focusing on inventory control best practices. Inventory control best practices. I remain yours truly, J.T. Okupola, and today I'm thrilled to have you join us as we explore another key principle and strategies for maintaining control over your inventory while minimizing errors and preventing stockouts. Before we move further, I'd like to draw your attention to certain things, and that is, I want to ask you, what challenges do you face in inventory control? What challenges do you face in inventory control? I will appreciate you share your experiences and challenges in the comment section below. Even if you are watching the replay, I will appreciate that you share your experiences with us so that we can learn from you. If you are online, I'm looking forward to see your response. Well, shall we just move forward? It's great to see many of us engaging in inventory control already. And I want us to know that inventory control is crucial for businesses of all sizes. Very, very important. Very, very important for all businesses of all sizes. Let's just dive into some key principles and best practices that can make a significant impact in your inventory management processes. And I want to start this way. Let's look at why is it important to have inventory control. In other words, importance of inventory control. Inventory control is crucial for businesses across various industries for several reasons. Number one reason is cost management. Effective inventory control helps in minimizing holding costs, the cost of storage and everything, such as storage costs, insurance, and depreciation. Inventory control prevents overstocking and reducing the financial burden of excess inventory while avoiding stockouts that could lead to lost sales. Number two importance of inventory control is optimized operations. Proper inventory control ensures that the right amount of stock is available at the right time. This prevents production delays as it ensures smoother operations and allows for efficient order fulfillment, thereby enhancing customer satisfaction. Number three importance of inventory control is accurate financial reporting. In business, financial reporting is very, very important. Very, very important. Maintaining accurate inventory control is vital for financial reporting. This is because it impacts on your balance sheet or statement of financial position. It impacts on your income statements. It impacts on your cash flow statements. So proper inventory control ensures that financial statements are accurate because they reflect the value of goods on hand. The number 4 importance is in the area of demand forecasting and planning. Analyzing inventory levels and patterns helps in forecasting demand. When you analyze your inventory levels and the patterns it shows you helps in forecasting your demand. This data assists in making informed decisions about production, purchasing, and even stocking strategies. And this also helps in preventing under or overproduction and aligning inventory levels with demand fluctuations. I just want us to know that all these are very, very important, even in inventory control. The last point is that inventory control helps so much in improving customer service. Inventory control contributes to meeting customer demands promptly. Maintaining optimal stock levels ensures that products are available when customers need them. And it enhances customer satisfaction and loyalty. These factors collectively emphasize the importance of effective inventory control in enhancing operational efficiency. Your operation can only be efficient when you have very effective inventory control. So this helps in financial stability and, of course, customer satisfaction within a business. So having effective inventory control ensures that you have the right amount of stock at the right time, minimizing excess inventory or stockouts. It directly impacts customer satisfaction, cash flow, and in fact, overall profitability. And if you look at it, if there is no effective inventory control, if peradventure there is poor inventory control, it will affect the operations of the business, it will affect the finances, and in fact, customer relationships. All this has been explained above under the importance. Let's just look at what are the key principles that you as a businessman needs to explore to ensure that you have effective inventory control. We'll just look at we will explore some fundamental principles and that form the backbone of effective inventory control. Number one fundamental principles that form the backbone of effective inventory control is accurate forecasting. How accurate is your forecasting when how accurate is your forecasting of your inventory level? One, for you to have accurate forecasting, you need historical data. How do you keep those data? Can you refer to your historical data to as far as 6 years, 6 years backward? Apart from that, do you have adequate data for your market trends, so that you can predict your demand in future? So you must have accurate forecasting. It forms a backbone for effective inventory control. So number one thing that is very critical, you must use historical data and market trends to predict demand. Number two is optimal replenishment strategies. What strategy do you have in place in stocking? How do you determine your reorder points and quantities? At what level do you determine that, oh, I need to replenish my stock? This is a very important principle too. Then another one is what we call ABC analysis. ABC analysis. This is prioritizing inventory based on value or importance. You need to know the value and the importance of your inventory. And it is when you know that you are able to know how you can stock. So ABC analysis is very, very useful here. You need to know which inventory you are give priority to. Number four. Is it number four? Number four. Yes. Number four is regular audits and cycle counts. Regular audits and cycle counts. You wonder when you see some retailers, they hardly do this. They just stock and sell. Another key principle that form the backbone for inventory control, for effective inventory control, is regular audits and cycle counts. You must ensure accuracy through periodic checks. How often do you check? Weekly, fortnightly, monthly, quarterly, annually. And at this each point, you must ensure accuracy. The last one, which is number 5, is supplier relationship management. How closely are you collaborating with your suppliers for timely deliveries? How closely are you collaborating with your suppliers for timely deliveries? This is very, very important for effective inventory control. You must be able to work closely, have a very sound relationship with your suppliers, so that you can know, you can ensure timely deliveries. So all these points are very, very important because they contribute to control and efficiency in inventory. Another thing that I want us to look at this session, at this live stream session, is the best practices to maintain control. What are the best practices for me to maintain control? So we'll focus on specific best practices that can help you in maintaining control over your inventory. And the number one thing we'll consider is that you need to utilize inventory management software. Inventory management software. That is, you must streamline your processes and also centralize your data. It doesn't matter. Your inventory can be all over the country. Your inventory can be in various locations. When you have a software, you can always centralize your data so that whatever is taking place in any branch or location can easily be reflected at the headquarters or the central office. Number one thing is you need to utilize inventory management software. Don't forget, we are looking at best practices to maintain control. So number two, you need to implement just-in-time practices. Earlier on, we mentioned that you need to have a very, very good relationship with your suppliers. This one is a follow-up from that. If you want to implement just-in-time JIT practices, that is, you are ordering for your inventory based on actual demand, then you must have very good relationship with your suppliers so that there can be timely deliveries of your products. Another best practices that you need to have is set up barcoding and scanning systems. Barcoding and scanning system, they are part of technological development, and this enhance accuracy and speed. It can be done within a twinkling of an eye. Another best practice you need to maintain effective inventory control is establish standard operating procedures. You need to have clear guidelines for your staff, procedures that they will follow, and you must ensure that those guidelines are being followed. Another point, last but not the least, under the best practices to maintain effective inventory control is monitor and analyze key metrics. You must be able to know the key metrics in your inventory and monitor and analyze them. And this will help you. Well, what the metrics you need to track is, number one, you track turnover rates. You want to know how often your product is moving out. You need to know lead times and so many others. All these are very, very important for you to use as your best practices to maintain effective inventory control. These best practices, if you follow them in total, they will contribute to minimizing errors. They will contribute to preventing stockouts. They will contribute to maintaining efficient control in your inventory management. That is why they are not things you should joke with. You should start with them right away. And the last segment we'll be discussing today is preventing stockouts and overstocking. What is stockout? Stockout is when you don't have stock. Your inventory is not is either it's too low or it's not even there at all. And the opposite of it is overstocking, when you are just stocking for a long time more than necessary. So one critical aspect of inventory control is managing stock levels to prevent stockouts and without overstocking. So you can see you are playing within two extremes, stockouts and overstocking, which means there should be a level playground where you are safe, and that's the target of inventory control. So let's look at some ways you can actually avoid stockouts and also overstocking. Number one is safety stock. Safety stock. You see, safety stock is where you maintain a buffer to handle unexpected demand fluctuations, especially those who are operating a seasonal business. You need to have a safety stock, especially in that season that you know your product is always in high demand. You need to maintain a buffer to handle unexpected demand fluctuations. Number two is your demand forecasting tools. Demand forecasting tools. You need to have a very good, sound, efficient demand forecasting tools. And this involves using data-driven insights to predict demand. Using data-driven insights to predict demand. Like I said earlier on, you need to watch the historical data and the market trends. Those two things are very important. You need to watch your historical data of the movement in your stock, and also you need to look at market trends so that you can be able to predict where demand is going to. Another thing that you need to do is you need real-time tracking and reporting. Under in inventory control, you do not sleep or wait for a long time before you track and report what is going on. In fact, if you delay, that might be a huge loss. So you need to keep a close eye on inventory levels. You need to keep a close eye. You need to know what is happening on a daily basis. You need to know where are the stock going, how much is left, or even when there are damages, you need to know this. So you need to keep a close eye on inventory levels. Lastly, but not the least, is you need collaboration with suppliers. You need collaboration with suppliers. And in inventory management, you do not joke with both your suppliers and the customer. Don't joke with them. You need to establish a reliable supply chains, so that you can be sure of getting your inventory at any time. So all this, they affect both your stockouts and your excess inventory. They affect it. Well, I want to thank you for being part of today's session, live stream session, and I want to believe that you found this insight valuable in enhancing your inventory control strategies. Remember, effective inventory control is an ongoing process that requires constant evaluation and adaptation to your business needs. It is not a one-time affair. It's a continuous thing you have to be doing. Thank you for listening. I want you to stay tuned for more insights on any of our accounting topics and any of our sessions. And I like you to like this presentation, share it to your friends who are doing business, who are in the same business with you, or you will not, share it. And I want you to subscribe for future updates. And as you subscribe, please ensure you click the bell so that you can be notified anytime we are having a video recording. I want to thank you once more, and I want to encourage you that you engage further with us through your comments, questions, and messages. Thank you, and God bless.